Came out from the bottom, going straight up to the top. While y'all niggas sleeping, yeah, he punching in the clock. And they call him Mike Man by the Lambo at the lot. And he on his grind and it never ever stop. Came out from the bottom, going straight up to the top.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here. Not gonna lie, I am a little bit nervous. So I'm ready to inspire many people here, right? Especially my lady hustlers out there. I know most of you, some of the girls here, right? They think that it's not easy coming into this. Can we even do this, right? Like why are there only men here? But I can tell you, we can do this, and we are crushing it here.
Hey,
right?
So, sister.
A little bit about myself, you guys. Some of you guys know, right? I am a French Canadian. I come from Canada. I'm actually born in Egypt, came here to Canada at a very, very young age. So I barely remember anything at all, not even the pyramids. So before joining Mike's program, I was actually a paralegal in corporate law, knew nothing at all about sales. I was also somebody who actually didn't know how to commit to anything, to a job, school, relationship, anything. I just couldn't commit. And I remember dropping out of school. Literally, I dropped out of college 5 times. 5 times. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. My dad, my parents, they were just sick and tired of me, right? They're like, what's your future? What are you gonna do? And one thing that my dad told me that actually really got to me is when you start something, either you like it or you don't, you just gotta finish it. The feeling of accomplishment at the end, it just makes you feel good. And he's right? You feel so good. You're like, oh my God, I can actually do this. I finished it, right? So I always used to start something and I gave up, and then on to the next, start, give up. That was just me. So, okay. So I decided to listen to my dad's advice, right? Found this call center job here, worked in this call center for about 3 years, right? English is not my first language. So working in that call center really, it made me gain a lot of confidence, really worked on my English. And I don't know if you guys were there for Parker Jones' Mastermind last week, but he mentioned something that you can literally be whoever the fuck you want behind the phone. And it's true. They don't know you. They have no idea who they're talking to, right? So every time I pick up the phone, what I tell myself is, you know what? I'm a boss ass bitch. Sorry for my language, but I'm a boss ass bitch, and I'm gonna kill this. And they're talking to a queen here, right? And I'm gonna help them. So, and it's true. You literally can be whoever the fuck you want behind the phone. Helped me gain a lot of confidence. My English got better, right? But, you know, working in that call center didn't seem like it was my future, right? I wanted to prove my parents something else, that I can actually become bigger than that, right? He really wanted me to get in school, whatever. I'm like, okay, let me get in law. I don't want to go a lot in school, right? So I just became a basic paralegal, you know, 1-year course, paid 20 grand to become a paralegal. An amazing.
Man, we got 110 people here.
And it was an amazing experience, right? Became a paralegal. I actually finished the course, which I was very proud of myself. I'm like, shit, okay, I can do something here. Became a paralegal. I was actually in corporate law. So I was incorporating businesses, right? So that's how I kind of found my passion for business people, right? Talking to business people, incorporating businesses. Their lifestyle was just very, very different, right? Just living the life that they want on their own terms, talking to them. And I'm like, shit, I kind of want that life. Why am I doing a 9 to 5? So that paralegal job, it was pretty nice, right? Every Thursday, actually, we had free food every time, and we got drunk on wine every Thursday. Who wouldn't like that job, right? So it was pretty nice, but getting paid $15 an hour, not the best one, right? So I remember just a random day, it was 7 in the morning, I couldn't sleep. I was actually gonna drop my friend off to the airport. She was on her way to LA to live her life. She's in the music industry. She told me, hey, I'm moving to LA. Can you drop me there? I'm like, okay, sure. It was 7 a.m., couldn't sleep. I saw this ad on YouTube. It was the Inbound Closing Accelerator Group. Pretty sure you guys know what it is. Most of you guys probably come from there, right? I come from there. So joined the IBC group, really caught my attention. If I saw that ad 2 years ago, you guys, I would have never finished it because I didn't have a passion for business people, right? Everything happens for a reason. I was meant to be a paralegal to be in that position to find this ad. You know what I mean? So everything happens for a reason at the end of the day. When I saw that ad, it really got to me. I'm like, that sounds interesting, right? You're working with business people, you're just closing the deal. Sounds very, very, very simple, right? I remember I paid it. I told my friends, I was super excited for it. It was a new step for me. I remember one of my friends, he was like, yeah, wait until they tell you that they can't even refund you and you're not gonna win anything at all. And I'm like, well, fuck you. I don't like your attitude. Let me show you the opposite, right? So just because he told me that, I wanted to put my 120% to it. I'm like, you know what? Let me show him the opposite, that this is real, this can be done, and let's take action, right? So I did it, dropped my friend to the airport. She went to LA, she lived her life. A couple days after, Brandon Flinders called me to close me on the academy. So thanks to him, I am here right now, right? Got me into this academy. And 2 weeks into this program, you guys, I decided to quit my job. Not because I was already making money in the academy, but because I believed in it so much, I couldn't work a 9-to-5 job and being in this academy. I wanted it so bad. I know you can do it, right? You can work part-time in this academy and, do your full-time job, but I did not want that. I wanted to put my 120% to it. And let you guys know, I just got my own apartment, my first apartment. I had my car, I had bills to pay, and I just decided to quit my job, right? I just felt crazy. And of course, I wasn't going to tell my parents. They're going to be like, what the hell are you doing? You just got your new place and you're quitting your job. So, I kind of kept it to myself for a while. Just wanted to prove my parents that I can do something. I didn't want to be a paralegal. I didn't necessarily want to work in that law firm for the next 10 to 20 years of my life. So that happened. And I just took the leap of faith. And I called my friend. I remember I called her and I'm like, hey, I quit my job. I joined Mike's program. You don't know him, but you're going to know him. But I'm going to come and join you to LA. I'm coming. I don't care what I'm going to do, but I'm going to come. And I had no income coming my way, you guys. Nothing. I just worked my ass off in this program. And I put my 120%. Came to LA. Actually, before coming to LA, I remember for a couple of months, I was setting appointments with Chris Berry. Chris Berry hired me in his agency. I was not making much. It was hard for me, very, very hard. And I saw that I was the only girl in all of this, right? And it scared me. To be very honest, I was very scared. And I remember I told Chris Berry, I was telling him, I'm like, Chris, like, I don't know if I can do this. English is not my first language. I have an accent. Imagine people can't take me seriously in this. And, I had no confidence in myself. I had nothing. And Chris was like, you can talk. I understand you, right? You can do this. So, I just took his advice, right? And I told myself, nobody knows me here, right? I'm pretty sure when you guys got in your first drills, were you guys like kind of stressed, kind of scared what others are going to think of you guys? What are they gonna say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was pretty scared.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was in that position too.
That's 100% natural.
Exactly.
You're not in your comfort zone.
You got to get out of the comfort zone, and we're gonna make you feel uncomfortable here, right? So I'm glad we did that. For people who have anxiety, for people who don't believe in themselves, for people who do not want to get out of their comfort zone, what I can tell you guys, something that I learned from Sean Adams and something that Casey told me recently as well, actually, is close your eyes, right? Breathe confidence, right? Inhale confidence and exhale doubt, right? Inhale confidence, exhale doubt. And that helps so much, right? You got to tell yourself that you're the baddest of the baddest. There's nobody better than you. You can do this. You are here for yourself and for nobody else. So do what you got to do, right? So
Yeah.
that's what happened. A couple weeks, 3 weeks, I would say, before going to LA. Again, no job, not making any money, but I still took the decision to move to LA. I had $2,000 to my name, Canadian, which was like 1,500 USD. That was the only thing I had. And I was scared. I'm like, imagine I am not making any money. How am I going to survive? Right? I was struggling. I remember I called my ex because he owns a gas station. You know, I was just thinking, how can I make money fast if I'm leaving in 3 weeks? No job is going to hire me, right? Called my ex. I know he owned a gas station. I didn't want to ask him for money. I wanted to work for it, right? And of course, I wasn't going to ask my parents. So called him. I told him, hey, I need a job. I need to make money quick. He's like, well, look, I'm looking for somebody for the night. And I'm like, okay. So I'm working, producing with Chris Berry in the morning, at night, working at a gas station from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. just to make extra money so I can have money while I'm going to be in LA, right? Made an extra 500. It's whatever, better than nothing, right? A week before moving to LA, I remember I got hired by Limelight. Mike actually called me himself. I honestly thought it was a miracle. I was like, am I dreaming here? Somebody pinched me, somebody slapped me or something. Is this happening? Mike is calling me. So that happened and told me that he wants me on his team and told me I was going to be the only girl in the sales team. That scared me a lot. That it really did. And especially me not having confidence in myself with English not being my first language, it scared me. But I felt like it was a test that life was giving me, and everything happens for a reason. I did it on my first day, you guys. On my first day, one call, one appointment set, that call got closed for $5,000.
Yeah.
Right? That was 1 week before moving
Come on
to
now.
LA.
Yes.
Incredible.
Go.
Yes, yes.
That was
Through the top.
I told myself like that it's easy. It's literally a game. What I told myself is it's a game. It's you, because when you pick up the phone, you guys, and you talk to the prospect, just put a huge smile on your face. Put a huge smile on your face. It's gonna change the whole entire call, because automatically your attitude changes because you're just smiling, right? You have no choice but to give that positive attitude, right? And every time I pick up the phone, I tell myself, I got this, right? This person needs me. Without me, they're gonna die, right? I am here to service you. I'm here to help you, right? To show you the way. So come in with that attitude every time you pick up the phone. And as I was saying here, I closed that deal got closed for $5,000. 1 week later, we went to San Diego. Then I moved to LA, and it wasn't easy, you guys. It really wasn't easy, right? We were moving from places to places because we were just not settled. It was just not planned. So I just went on this crazy adventure in LA, and we were living a very, very different lifestyle. She's in the music industry. They're all in the music industry, so they're doing their stuff. And I was just there producing all day, and we were moving from places to places. I remember we had a 1 hour drive, and I was just on the phone producing during 1 hour, and I didn't care if I had 5 people in the car. I'm like, I want to produce, I want to work. This is where my future is. This is my success. I don't care if I'm struggling. I don't care if, there's a lot of things getting in the way. I need to produce. I did it. I made it happen. And they were literally looking at me and they're like, damn, how are you working? How are you doing this? We're smoking weeds here and you're just out here producing. I'm like, yeah, I don't want all of this. This is my future. This is my success, right? When you really, really, really want something, when you have a burning desire for something, you're going to make it happen, right? You're going to make, because you want this. And you're kind of manifesting it in a way because you really want it. So you're going to make it happen. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that happened, right? And my LA experience was a very, very interesting experience, right? Now I'm here actually in Canada for me to get approved for my visa. But yeah, any questions, you guys, so far about everything that I said?
Killed it. Come on.
Impressive.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful.
Hey, I don't got a question.
Clap them
I don't got a
hard.
question, but I got a quick comment. Carol, can I make a comment?
Of course.
Okay, cool. What up, everybody? How y'all doing? Okay, so look.
Fabulous, fabulous.
Hey,
So
listen,
fast.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Carol, I seen her, and she was in one of our groups, and she just had the best vibe, the best attitude. She always spoke up and spoke out, and she just showed up every day. And I just remember the first time I seen you. You had the fucking notebook, you had the rocket ship shirt on, and I was like, damn, she a boss lady, she a boss chick. So we're hanging out, and we're on the group things, and I'm doing like a coaching session for the closer agency. I said, hey Carol, when we get done, I want to holler at you. And this, she's like, well, yeah, Mike, whatever you need. I called her. I said, Carol, what do you want to do? I said, Carol, what do you want to do? Like for real. She's like, Mike, I want to do this. I'm going to become a master. I'm going to become a high ticket closer. I'm about to grab multiple six figure. This is what I want to do. I said, Carol, I don't do a lot of this. I'm acting like I'm the shit, but I'm not. I don't do a lot of this, but I don't do no recruiting no more. I don't really, we got a whole team that does this. I said, homegirl, listen, if I put my name behind you, if I say Carol's the one, and we had a seat for you with our internal team, if I put my name behind you, would you hold it down? She said, Mike, not only will I hold it down, I'll make your name go up and my name go up, and I'm all in. She's like, I said, done. So I introduced Carol. She goes through the hiring process, and that's what happened. And last thing I just want to say, and I'm going to be quiet, is when she came down to San Diego, and we have the live events. Every time I walk into the building, okay, I always get love and always get dab. Wow, Mike, what's up, man? Dad, boo, Mike, where we going? Where's dinner? Everybody always says hi to me except for Carol. And it's not that she doesn't have love for me, because Carol and I have a great relationship. She's in fucking production. She don't worry about the drama or the gossip or the fucking Instagram or the Snapchat. She ain't worried about that shit. Brian Maxwell, this young lady is a hustler. Every time we had the next event in San Diego at the WeWork downtown. All right, what's up, man? Where's the Lamborghini? Carol, I don't give a fuck about no Lamborghini. Tells hers. This woman, I'm telling you, listen to me. This woman is in production more than anybody. Okay. Why? Because she's focused. Why? Because she's serious. Why? Because she ain't fucking playing. That's all I had to say. Back to you.
Hey, I got a question, Carol. Carol, I got a question.
Yes.
I had the honor to meet you, by the way, so I feel special.
Fernando. Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Nice
Hey,
to meet everybody.
So how did you crush because I'm sure we all go through the limits and beliefs, right? We battle with our freaking thoughts. So how were you able to crush that and just keep moving forward and believing in yourself?
That's a good question. Really, how I crushed my limiting beliefs is, again, I'm going to come back to it, is you got to tell yourself that nobody here really knows you, right? Nobody knows you here. You can be whoever you want, right? So if you want to act like the toughest person in the room, right? Be the bull in the room, act like the bull in the room. You got to talk to yourself. You got to be mentally tough. It's Hector Lamarck that says that, right? I have never met anybody that's made big money, that's great, that's not incredibly mentally tough. You got to be mentally tough, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's it right there.
Believe in yourself, right? Believe in yourself, believe that you are the baddest in the room, whoever you are, and it's true. You're manifesting it, right? You're putting it in the universe.
You got the right mental state of mind.
Yes.
I have a question. This is kind of in a way the same that he asked, but were there many times that you wanted to give up? And if so, what made you not want to give up?
I had a lot of moments where I wanted to give up. But really, the thing is, you guys are surrounded by people who want success for you, right? People who actually care for you here, right? So just put yourself out there, right? Ask for help, ask for support, ask for whatever. People want to see you succeed here, right? So crush those limiting beliefs. Just even when you feel like it's slow and it's a slow day. I have days where I actually had a week where I didn't make any money at all, and I felt like giving up, and it really, really, really wasn't easy. But you're surrounded by people who loves you here, who actually care for you. So talk to people, talk when you don't feel good, right? They're gonna make you feel better, right? Listen to motivational speeches, right? But yeah, just surround yourself with people who actually want success and get yourself in the right state of mind.
I got a question.
And it's part of the game at the end of the day, you know. Sales, it's like B Money said, it's the lowest paying job and also it's the highest paying job ever. Right? So you just got to believe in the process, visualize the future, visualize the deal before it even happens. So visualize your success before it even happens. So
I got a question.
I got one for you too, Carole.
Yeah, after Eric.
Okay, go ahead.
Eric, you had a question.
Carole, I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt one last time. I don't have a question. I have a comment. I can't stand you right now because on my last mastermind had 79 people. You got 133, girl. I'm jealous.
Yeah. I'm jealous.
Who owns this shit? It's horrible. Okay, sorry. I'll be quiet now. Promise.
Yes, Eric.
So here's my question. So if you're Canadian and when you went down to San Diego to meet Mike and his team, well, so if you're currently a Canadian citizen, but if you're working down in the United States, were you like exchanging currencies between your Canadian bank account? Or like, how did that work?
Yeah, so when I got hired by Limelight Media, I got hired as a Canadian. So yeah, I got hired as a Canadian person. So I was like, when I received my money, for example, it just converts in Canadian money in my bank account. I didn't have to create a US bank account or whatever. I stayed Canadian, I'm Canadian, everything is Canadian. And yeah, they just hired me as a Canadian person. So now I'm just working with my lawyer to get my American visa. But yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Are you going to move down to San Diego and like be permanent?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
That's the goal. Yeah. Okay. Gotta get closer to the guru, right?
Yeah.
So.
Very good. Very good.
Yes, Angie, you had a question?
Yeah, thank you. Congratulations, first off. Thank you for setting the bar. You know, I'm definitely, I'm learning, I'm paying attention to you for real. I wanted to know, what's the boss lady's morning routine? What does that look like?
My morning routine. Before, you know, having a morning routine is very important. I didn't really know that before, but my morning routine is I wake up. I try to stay most physical as I can. Right? I try to work out a little bit. I also meditate because, you know, it's very important, especially with my anxiety. So meditation helps a lot. I don't know if you guys know Kevin Trudeau. Kevin Trudeau is one of he's very inspirational. B Money actually introduced us to him. He talks a lot about the manifestation, right, law of attraction and everything. So I kind of listen to a little bit of audios like Kevin Trudeau. Try to read a bit, right? Try to eat healthy as well, because it's important to eat healthy, right? I don't know if you guys, I'm somebody with a lot of anxiety, so I'm talking about anxiety a lot, but anxiety really cuts everything. Sometimes it doesn't let me produce, it doesn't let me eat, it doesn't even let me drink water, it doesn't let me do anything. I can literally stay sitting down 20 minutes, my body not moving because I'm just anxious, right? So I just try to work my mind a little bit, try to get busy, try to get physical, right? So just eat healthy, eat good, listen to audios, and yeah, that's a little bit of my morning routine.
Awesome, thank you.
How long did it take you to actually close your first deal? And in the midst of the process that it took you to actually build the confidence and stuff like that, what types of things were you going through? What types of things were you battling with, and how did you overcome?
Well, you know, I was in the beginning when I started setting appointments, I was honestly struggling a lot with asking the difficult questions, right? Asking, hey, how much money you got, right? I was just asking it in a very bad way.
That's kind of my struggle right now. Anyway,
yeah, I feel you. Yeah, exactly, right? I was kind of struggling with that, how to ask the most difficult questions, because it's easy to build a communication with them, build a connection with them. That's easy, right? But yeah. I was scared of actually asking the little difficult questions. So I was struggling with that. I thought I really couldn't do it. Am I really made for this, right? But when I learned that when you build affinity with them, when you actually become their little best friend on the phone, asking those difficult questions is the easiest questions to ask, because they just answer like that, because now they know that you're on their side. Now they know that you're here to help them. They know that you're about to literally change their life. So how I overcome it, honestly, is I literally just built so much affinity with them before asking the difficult questions, because now they are way more comfortable with you about saying their whole entire personal life.
Okay, cool. All right, so how long was that process? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Just, okay.
Be good at them and then make them feel comfortable. Yeah.
Well, honestly, it took me just a couple of calls to really just realize that, and also because I'm surrounded I'm surrounded by a very good team that also helps. And you're in the drills, right? I don't know where you are right now in the academy. You're in your drillings. Okay, so in the drilling
appointments right now.
Okay, you're setting appointments, right? Just really create affinity with the prospect, right? Become their best friend. Just show them that if you were not here on the phone with them, they are gonna die. Give them the water they need. If not, they are gonna die. So yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it took me a couple of weeks. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, Carol, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Taylor.
Who's in front of me?
What makes you move different now? You've gotten the experience, right? You're in the boss lady, but what makes you operate at a different level right now compared to when you first started?
Well, that's a good question. What makes me operate?
Must be the money.
The money's pretty good, yeah.
Money can't cure everything, right?
No.
Your motivation should be money, but it's gotta be more than that. So
no, but it's true. It's more than the money. It's honestly, it's your why. It's actually my why. That's what's motivating me, right? We're all here for a reason, right? We're all looking for financial freedom. We're all looking to make more money, right? But we also all have our why, right? My why, for example, is my dad, my parents, my family, right? They've struggled their whole entire life, never bought a home in their life, a house. And, just seeing my parents struggle, that keeps me going every time. And showing my dad that I can do something, he's super proud of me, right? So just thinking of the future, just visualizing how success can look in the future and how it can be, that's what just keeps motivating me every time. I'm like, okay, if you're improving 1% every single day, imagine the person that you're going to become by the end of the year, right? So I'm just visualizing the future. I'm just thinking of my why, and I just keep pushing and pushing and pushing even harder.
Damn, Carol. All right. Thank you.
Does that answer your question, Taylor?
Yeah, I think it did. I think the why is great, but I guess my other question real quick when I have your attention is, like, what are you doing to operate at that level?
What am I doing to operate? I just produce. I just don't stop. Before production, I'm already on the phone, right? I'm already making my calls. I want to be before everybody else. So let me be number one, right? So let me call. Yeah. Let me start my calls. I just want to be different than the others. So I'm already the only girl on the sales team, right? But let me even be more different. Let me show them how it can be done, right? So yeah, just outproduce everybody else.
All right, I love it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm trying to get
a hold of you.
So many people at once.
One at a time.
My name's kind of complicated, but I go by PJ. It's Placido though.
PJ, okay. Yes.
Repeat it. Are we going in order with this, or are we just jumping in or something?
I thought there was a line, and I thought it was my turn. My bad.
Okay, go ahead, PJ.
I can't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, PJ, go ahead.
Okay, I'll help out, Carol. I got it.
I keep hearing production. I love it. I love production. That's my background's production. Okay. For you, this is only the first event I've ever been in besides being on calls and being in practicals. So if you could give me 3 points on what production is, I want to shut up and just produce. What are those 3 things?
Production, really what production is mindset. Number one, I would say mindset. You got to get yourself in the right mindset, first of all. Number 2, confidence, right? You gotta, again, confidence. You gotta know that you're gonna outproduce everybody. So come in with that confidence, right? And number 3, What would be number 3? That's a good question, right? You just got to outproduce everybody, right? You got to come in with the right state of mind, right? And at the end of the day, sales is all in mindset, right? Sales is mindset. So just get in the right state of mind, outproduce everybody. And what was my second thing that I said? I said something else. Yes, confidence. Yes, confidence. Yes, confidence.
But I'm asking for the physical attributes. So like if I was producing a building, I want to hit the foundation, the frame, and the roof. Everything else I can fill in later. You know what I'm saying? So I can blast out a house in 2 weeks like that. So to be able to blast out the system, is it phone calls? Is it setting appointments and closing? Or is it those 3? Or what actions?
You got, for example, when you get on the call, right? You can have a slow day, right? You might feel sometimes that people are not answering or people don't want to buy your product, right? You just continue. You got to keep the momentum, right? You got to just produce every time. You just got to keep going. Just continue, do your calls. One thing that I tell myself when I'm really not down to do my calls, I literally have B Money's voice in my head, and it says, pick up the phone and dial. Pick up the phone and dial. And that's true. Just pick up the damn phone and fucking dial. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to dial. So the harder that you work on yourself, the easier that the work will become. So
thank you.
Yo, Carole, can I piggyback on that real quick, Carole?
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so PJ, so production, dude, production, right? Okay, so for me, this is what I talk about. I said, be the bull in the room. So let's say I'm an appointment setter. So I need to know what my final product is, what my final outcome is of an appointment setter. My final product or outcome is a qualified appointments that show. Okay, before I do that, I actually have to talk to people and set the appointment. Before they show, I have to set it. Before I actually speak to them, I have to make a dial. And before I got that, I have to make a lead. So let's say I'm an appointment setter. My intent is every single damn day is we have approximately 25 people on our sales team. Ain't nobody beating me. It's impossible. It's not going to happen. It will never happen. 365 days a year, no one could ever beat me. So me, I'm going to maybe skip out on a lunch break, or maybe I'm going to work Saturday and Sunday, or I'm going to, do this on a vacation, because I'm more worried about my production, my success than the damn tuna sandwich. Okay. So that would be for a setter. Okay. For a closer, we know the ultimate end goal is a close. Well, what happens before that? A demo. What happens before that? They have to be, they have to show up. Okay. So what you want to do is, this is not me. This is Wise Consulting. You have to name the target. What is it? I'm going to do 8 demos today. I'm going to do 8 appointments today. I'm going to name it. You got to want it. And then you have to get it. So I'm going to go into the morning. It's Friday morning. It's Christmas Eve. Love Jesus, love Christmas, but I'm still going to go into production. I'm going for 9 demos today, and I'm barking. I'm hitting my chest. We got 25 people that are on, and I don't give a shit. I'm going to crush all of them because I need to be the bull in the room. That's just me. Okay. So I'm going to go for 9 demos, and I get in production. I know more phone calls means more connects means more people I speak to, more sets, more show. Okay. You got to go in the program, check out the production bootcamp in the academy. It's fucking gold, bro. So I just wanted to give you that.
Let's
Carole?
go. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we killed it. This Carole fucking kill everybody. I'm telling you, she ain't playing. I told her, I said, go whoop all these boys, and she's been doing it.
Oh yeah.
Carole, do you want me to help out with selecting the people for the questions?
Yeah. Well, because I
Okay, cool. Raise your digital hands, guys. So I'm gonna pick on you. I'm gonna go to my boy, Rich Rodriguez.
Hey, Carole. So obviously, congrats to your success, and I appreciate you being that success story I can go to when I'm on my demos. You're always one that I flip through when I'm going through Facebook. I got to stop at Carole and I got to play that video. So, for all the ladies out there that I get on demos, it really does help out to have that lady character out there. But my question is, from your very first call, like you talked about with that $5,000 sale to the last call you had today, what was 1 or 2 of the techniques within your actual call, whether it's, the affinity that you're building, the intro, whatever. What is 1 or 2 techniques that helped you evolve from that first call to the last call you've had that really brought you to that success nowadays?
Really, how I could answer that question is, you really got to make it real for them. Okay. I don't know if it ever happened to you guys, if ever you are taking calls or setting appointments right now, but if ever you make somebody cry on the phone, it's because, you know, you're about to change. Okay. So you really got to make it real for them. When you talk about the program of what it is, you got to put so much passion to it. That's one thing in my calls that really works every time. You got to make it so real for them, so real that they need this right now, right? You gotta touch their pain points, right? When you talk about, for example, when you talk about their goals, when you're about to set the appointment, talk about their goals. Tell them how this can actually change your life. You want this house, you want to change your life, right? You want to help your mother, you want to help your dad, you want to get this new car. Bring it up all the time. Just bring up their goals and just bring so much passion when you talk about the academy. And when I have somebody cry on the phone with me, I just know that I'm about to change their whole entire life, you know? So just bring that passion to it. Bring that passion.
Appreciate you, Carole.
Okay, good. Really good question. Okay, I'm going to go to Ms. Rogers.
I'm so glad to meet you, and you are definitely inspiration to all of us. I wanted to ask you, when you get people on the phone and they tell you that I've spoke to so many other people and told them I'm not interested, how do you get them to come out of that little bit of anger that they have and just address them in a way where you can comfort them and also maybe bring them in?
That's a really great question, because it was something as well that I was dealing with recently. Something that Casey told me that got to me, right? You agree with them, first of all, like, okay, I totally understand. Let me remove you off the list right now for nobody to ever call you again. I'm with you on that. But look, right now you are talking to Adrian Rogers, right? I am here to change your life, right? And Casey told me that, and I'm like, that's good. That's really good. I keep doing that in my calls because I keep receiving those type of calls, and it's good, right? You are talking to Adrian Rogers right now. I'm about to change your life, right? The guy that you spoke to, amazing guy, did a great job, but look, I'm about to blow your mind away. Okay, this is different. Are you open-minded to hear about how I can change your life? And they're like, shit, okay. But yeah. Does that answer your question?
It sure does. Yeah.
Thank you.
Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna go to this new face. Good to see you, sir. His name is Lavish. Lavish, do you have a question for us?
New face.
Come on. Okay, so
Come on.
I just want to let you guys know I've been working with this girl for a while now, and I know how hardworking this girl is, and she's been a really good support for me as well. And you know, she works hard every single day. Let me come back to the question though. So I have this really important question for me. What does edification mean to you, and how do you do it? Because that's the really thing I struggle about, is how do you edify your closer?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Really what edification means to me, it's really just gassing the person up, right? Just gassing them up and make them look like a god. For example, when I set an appointment and I'm edifying Oscar here, or Kenny or Casey, you know, I'm just making them sound like they're the god, like they're the president of the whole entire company, right? And I'm like, I'm about to get you on with the best of the best here. He usually doesn't even take those calls, but I am making an exception for you. You told me that you are serious about this, then let me hook you up with the one who helped me reach my goals, who helped me succeed in all of this. So edification is just gassing the person up, right? Let me give you a little example here, right? You're introducing a friend, you're introducing your friend to a girl, right? Obviously, you're gonna gas your friend up, right? So you're edifying him and you're just gassing him up all the time so the girl can be interested. So yeah, that's what edification is for me.
Awesome.
That's good.
Thank
Come
you.
on now. Okay, so we're gonna go to Eric with the A. Did I say it right, Eric? Adik.
Oh my God, make say my name.
Come on, bro. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Let's go. Yeah, come on. Hey, Monday, you saw that, man. You know what I mean?
This is the very first time I'm talking to you, too. Oh my gosh. Oh my
I'm gonna give you one of these. Watch. What's your question, sir?
So I got one question for Carole and one comment for you. My comment for you, Mike. it is a miracle I'm talking to you now. I'm so happy. You don't understand.
Bro. I love you, man. I love you. I love you.
Thanks for commenting when I was sick that one day. It felt a lot of hurt.
You know what we do, man.
So first thing I want to say, I have like over 20 plus people, friends and family, think I bought into a scam. I want to prove them that they're wrong, and I can't wait if I do get accepted in your company. I cannot wait if I can. But my comment to Carole is I really think, you ever thought about being a teacher, like a supervisor for closing or appointment setters for students? Because you sound like you could be a really great teacher.
Thank you. Never really thought about that.
Yeah.
I really never thought about that.
Don't take them out of production.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. It is a really great idea, Eric. I really want to inspire, to be very honest, I do want to inspire and I do want to help a lot of people here, because I know it's not easy, right? Talking about myself, I never thought I was going to be able to do this, right? I don't know if I'm the only one who speaks French here. Does anybody speak French here?
Je suis le français.
Je parle un petit peu.
Je le parle.
Oui, bonjour.
But yeah, it's a great idea. I never really thought about that, Eric. Eric.
Yeah. Eric Lemieux. I have a French last name.
Yeah, I know you do. It's a very last name.
Thank you. Yeah,
okay.
That was all I had.
Okay, so really good question. And Eric, bro, we gotta get you on like a reality show, bro. You got that great personality, man. Shit. You gotta get you on like a reality show with Ikato.
Oh my God, Mike's talking to me. Oh my God.
Come on, man. We love you, bro. We love you. Okay, so next person, we're gonna go to my dude, Mr. Kyle. Mr. Kyle E.
Hey, I just really wanted to come on here and just tell you that, you know, jumping into a company and being side by side with you is just a fucking honor. You know, you're a boss lady. You came in at this and you took a lot of risk because you knew what you wanted. And it takes that 120% that you're putting in to be able to get it done. So yeah, I'm just honored to be here with you. That's all. I have no question whatsoever.
Come on now, give it up for Carole, y'all.
Thank you.
Yes. Way to go.
Guys, Carole decided to jump on today because she wanted to show love. She wanted to show love to everybody. She wanted to, talk to the ladies, of course. This is the biggest audience she ever spoke to. So she wanted to challenge herself.
Oh,
wow. She came here today.
Never done this.
Nice.
Congratulations. Amazing job.
Good job. All the way through the top. Through the top.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
We're going to hang for like 15 or so. We're going to go to Mr. Bobby Soto.
Just so much respect for you, from what I've seen you on what is it, Facebook, the groups and everything. But I did want to hear, what roles do you see yourself in, like, 3 to 5 years from now? You said, you're building on momentum, and I just like to, hear from you what you got envisioned.
That's a good question. Right now I am an appointment setter. I'm looking to transition as a closer very, very soon. That's one of my goals. In the next couple of years, really what I see myself in, I actually kind of told Mike recently, I just really want to be an asset to the company. I want to grow so high in the company. I want to inspire a lot in the company, and I just want to continue growing and just getting higher and higher. So my next step is becoming a closer. Next step, we'll see after that. But all I see in myself in the future is a huge asset in the company. It's just growing and growing and growing. And yeah.
Love that.
That's awesome, man. You're inspiration.
It is good.
Thank you, Bobby
Awesome.
Soto. Okay, cool. So we are going to go. Who's had their hand up for a little while? Okay. Let's see. Lena.
Well, the question is, you being the only girl in the company, right? What do you think are the benefits of being a girl, and what do you think we're lacking out? Why you're the only girl in the company?
Let me just say something real quick. She's not the only woman in the company. We have.
I mean, as a closer, as a
sales
closer,
side.
and on the sales side, that's what I mean, right? On
Okay.
the sales side, she's the only one that I've seen so far. Maybe
That's right.
there's more, but she's the only one that I see, and she just confirmed that she's the one. She's the only one. So my question is, why she's the only one, and what are we lacking as the girls? What are we lacking of to become a part of your sales team? Or we just
Carole,
or you
what's
just
it like
it's just
holding
a
it down for the
preference?
ladies? We know you got brass knuckles in your purse. What's it like being the only woman with a room full of freaking artists?
Right. Yep.
Honestly, when I remember when I was first hired and I was in the meeting with the sales team for the first time, I looked at the people. I'm like, okay, there's 25 people and there's 24 men and 1 woman. I was like, holy shit, can I even do this? My anxiety was like over there, you know? I was like, oh my God, why am I the only girl? What's going on, right? But being the only girl, the advantage of that is I feel like I kind of have more power, right? Because you're literally the only girl and you come in with so much confidence and so much, the attitude that you're bringing is some people would call it flirtation, you're kind of flirting. I wouldn't necessarily say flirting, but the fact that I have a sweet voice, right? And I come in with a smile every time, it just makes me different, right? Oh, I'm talking to this nice, sweet little girl, right? So it makes me very different. It does. It helps a lot. So,
that's exactly what I was asking. Yep.
I'm sorry.
No, that's exactly what I was asking. Like, what do you think you have more than, what do you have as a girl that helps you to be successful?
Well, I would say it's the tone of my voice, my attitude. It's not like, for example, the way that I talk, I don't see any guy on the team bringing that tone of voice talking to those men, right? Because yeah. So I would say my tone of voice, the way I speak to my prospects is just very different, right? They like talking to a sweet girl who actually cares for them, right? And less people actually think it's a scam when it's a woman calling them. So
really, that's good to know.
Really good question, really good answer. Okay, we're gonna go to someone who got a little Michael Jackson voice. You got a little woman voice. Mandir, come on, baby. Okay, that's good. I love you, bro.
First of all, Carole is a hustler. And if you have the opportunity, you need to get around her because it gets you competitive.
Real.
And makes you go hard.
Real.
So she's real. Like she's not nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? Second question for you, Carole. When you have a bad call, what do you do to get back into that positive mind state before you hit the next one?
Yeah, that's a good question. Really, what I do is first I'm gonna breathe, right? I'm gonna be like, this person is not mad at me. That person is mad at themselves. Right? I am here to help them. I am here to service them. The next person that will answer the phone is gonna want my help and will need my help, right? So I just get in the state of mind and I just continue doing my calls, call after call after call. This person is not mad at me. They are mad at themselves. On to the next. Move on to the next.
That's fire.
Forget about it. Put the past in the past and on to the next.
On to the next one. On to the next one. Okay, good question. Okay, we're gonna go to Stephanie.
Okay, so I saw Carole was in San Diego, so I was like, she's in my hometown, so I took her out to eat. But she's like the most realest person you ever meet. She's super fun to be around. She always hypes everybody up. But main question, when you gather people's problems, right? You find out what their issue is. How do you kind of transition into what we have to provide and how we can help?
So when they tell you their story and you want to know how you transition to how we can help them.
So let's say you have all their problems and then you want show them what we have to offer. How do you kind of transition into that?
Well, what I usually do is I kind of take their pain points, right? When you ask, what are your goals? What are you looking for to get out of all of this? And they just kind of tell you what they want, what they need, and they tell you their pain points. So when I come to explain the program and how this can help them, well, I just take their pain points and I'm like, well, imagine this. Imagine you no longer have to do 60 hours a week, right? Imagine spending more time with your family, being with your kids, right? From the comfort of your home. You just take their pain points and you put them, you don't want to tell them, yeah, you can make bigger income, you can do this, you can do that. No, who cares about that? They want to know how it's going to affect their life. So talk about their pain points and take their pain points and show them how it can change their personal life. So
Bars.
Thanks.
Nice. Okay, good. Very good. A great question. Great answer. Okay, we're going to go to this guy right here. And he's been here for a long time, Mr. Oscar Landro.
So yeah, so proud of her. First off, she talks about having serious anxiety, and for her to come on here to speak to over 121 people, that's just absolutely amazing, right? My question for you, Carole, because I work with you a lot, and we've had our ups and downs, and we've had some slumps. What do you do to stay continuously motivated and just to push through when you're having, those low moments, those prolonged low moments?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Yeah, you know how I am, Oscar. Oscar, the number of times you heard me break down and stuff, but really what I do when those moments come, I just surround myself with people who want the best for me, right? I call you, Oscar. I call Lavish, right? I talk to my people who actually care for me just to get me to the right state of mind. So if you guys ever don't feel good, you feel like you don't want to take calls, you don't want to produce, you don't want to do shit at all, just call a best friend, right? Just call a friend and just talk to them and just get in the right state of mind, right? That's what I do. I just call a really good friend, they make me laugh, and I'm back on my shit.
Back on bullshit. Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on now. Okay, guys, 6 minutes. Miss Barron, you're up.
You became one of my stepping stones. Yo, like for real, just, you allowing me to be with you for like the 30 minutes or the hour that I was with you, bro. Like, game fucking changer. Like, I'm so
We had a good
appreciative
time.
of that moment, yo.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yo, like for real, like, hey, she closed one without intentionally closing, yo. Like this, yo, she's just, man. Take notes, yo, man.
Thank you.
Yo,
She's
guys, take your
Okay.
notes.
That was great.
You
She's scared the hell out of us.
Academy?
She's driving now. We're gonna have to do a party again. We're gonna have to do a party soon.
Yeah.
We're doing another party. Okay, guys, I want to make sure everybody gets their stuff out. We're gonna do a little spitfire. Mr. Sean Ya'll.
So yeah, so my question is like, I heard, like once you find like an answer on your own, like you won't forget it for like the rest of your life. So what's that answer that you found that was like key for you to like really like pushing yourself forward throughout all of this and being in the position that you are currently?
Are you talking about my call specifically, or?
Yeah, like your calls.
Okay, do you mind just repeating your question?
Like if you find, like they say, like once you find like an answer, like on your own, like you won't forget it like the rest of your life once you find that answer. So like, what was that like, that epiphany moment when you found that process and you're like your call center?
Well, really, what I would say is when you do it so often, like I'm doing it every single day of my life, right? So I know exactly what to say when they're gonna tell me something. I know exactly what to answer, right? But
Okay.
one question that I like to ask that I know they're gonna say yes 100% when I don't know what to say or what to ask or whatever, I just ask, do you see yourself, if you had the skills and knowledge right now, could you see yourself being happy, excited, making 6 figures or $250,000 from the comfort of your home? That's a question that I just always ask, just like that. That works all the time because they have no choice but to say, yeah, who wouldn't, right? So,
Yeah, true. Thank you so much.
Okay, Sean, awesome, man. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna go to Joseph.
Carole made me cry.
Oh,
yeah, she made me cry. She's handing out water bottles over here. So, you know what I'm saying? But that leads to my question. It's on self-development, and maybe Mike could give us his opinion. What do you think about self-development while we sleep? Because I do a lot of that.
Is that for Carole or is that for me?
For Carole, but you could give your opinion as well.
Okay, Carole, that's you, girl.
So you're asking self-development while you sleep or just in general? Like, is it in
general, like while I sleep, because I like to go to bed listening to audiobooks and whatnot.
Yeah, I recently just started doing a lot of self-development. Like I told you guys, Kevin Trudeau. You really should. I don't know if you know Kevin Trudeau, but you guys need to listen to Kevin Trudeau. Listen to that while you're sleeping. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, it's everywhere. Your wish is your command. Listen to it.
So you don't get exhausted doing that? Because I haven't yet. I'm just don't want to burn myself.
No. I find the time to do it, right? I don't randomly do it. Like I have a routine, right? So in the morning when I wake up, it's part of myself. It's part of my routine, right? Listen to audios, listen to Kevin Trudeau. At night, I should do it more often, but I do sometimes listen to a lot of audios at night. Just put my headsets and just sleep to it. And a lot of affirmations as well, right? When you sleep with affirmations, it's the best thing ever. Best thing ever. You wake up amazing. Yeah. And Mike,
Appreciate
if you can tell your opinion on that.
Okay, guys, we got room for 2 more. Okay, I'm gonna go to Eric. Great question, Joseph. Good to see you, man.
First and foremost, I want to thank Mike for the opportunity creating this great program. Second of all, I want to thank
you.
Carole for your wisdom. And third of all, I want to say thank you for everybody and their questions, because you know what, it made my job easy. I don't have to answer questions. Carole, one thing I want to say is that I'm very grateful to be able to hear your wisdom, because not that I struggle with stuff, because I don't struggle. I need improvement. And with everything that you said, God dog, I'm ready to start. I mean, I'm so motivated, so pumped that just by you talking and explaining what you went through, I'm ready. You know, I'm hungry, and I appreciate that. Let's get this. Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's get it. Honestly, you guys, I just want to say one thing before we end this mic. I want to help you guys. I really want to show you the way. Hit me up, right? Let me service you. Let me show you. If you have any questions, anything, hit me up, you guys. Add me on Facebook. I'm gonna be here for you, right? Let's get this. Let's get closer to the guru all together. So let's get all to the top together.
Yeah. So guys, okay. So that's gonna conclude Miss Carole, Miss Boss Lady's presentation. I'm gonna do one more, then we're gonna close it out. Ryan, go ahead. Last question.
What kind of key tones or facts do you go after when trying to find senior information?
I don't really understand your question. I'm sorry.
Like tones, like when you're listening to someone describe their situations and things like that. What kind of tones and or facts do you search or listen to? That kind of like, are you kind of following, like, so the way I do it is like, I don't normally look at somebody. I kind of like listen to their thoughts and what they're saying. And it's kind of like, I don't know, some way I can kind of like connect better to them sometimes.
Like indicators.
I don't know.
Buttons.
Indicating, exactly. Like things that you find, or like, you could like, I'm more of a personal kind of, I forget the word for it, but it's perceptive to certain tones, and like when somebody like, nah, I'm sorry, bro, no, I'm trying to learn from you. I really am.
Carole, what are cues or indicators? Like, what are you looking for?
What facts, what senior information do you like to start on? Like when you're fact finding, or, you know, like, you know, things that you like to dig into people.
Well, really what I want to dig in, like, because yeah, sometimes people on the phone are going to come with a very low energy, low tone of voice, right? So I kind of try to get their energy on my level, right, with my tone of voice. And I want to dig deep into my fact finding questions. I want to know why you want this, right? Everybody, like I said, everybody wants financial freedom, but why are you really here? What do you really want? Let me know why you're here so I can actually show you, right? My tone of voice always changes. For example, when it comes to talking about the money, when it comes to setting the appointment, you got to talk slow, right? You got to, so they can understand there's an investment coming up, right? And you got to be serious, right? You don't want to crack a joke when you're going to talk about money, right? So just know your tone of voice and just get them on your level, right? Make them feel comfortable. Dig deep into their questions. Why?
Walking them through, making them connect to your success.
Yes.
Like the edification. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That answers your question.
Yeah.
Ryan, come on, man. Okay, so guys, listen. I just want to say,
nice to meet you.
We will be back. Good to meet you. We will be back Monday. I'm going to do a mastermind Monday. I got a secret thing I'm going to reveal to everybody. But you're going to have to wait till Monday. I got the secret sauce. Okay. Number 2, really, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. We'll be in the group.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Mike.
Okay.
Merry
Christmas. We want to see
Christmas.
Guys, what is up? It's your boy Mike Barron. Thank you for checking out the channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you don't, I'm gonna come through this computer screen and close you up my damn self. Let's go. I'll see you at the top.